So tonight we are raising money for Black Lives Matter Chicago.
Yes.
Yeah, we've got if you're just in a hurry to donate and you got to do it right away, you can find our good friend and producer, stellar producer Rada. You can find her. She has, I think, all of the donation information on her, as her name on her thing or something. I don't know. Cool. Wait, I don't want to see my own face. That's terrible. Okay, cool. So yeah, I'll be keeping track of the donations throughout the night. I don't know. A casual goal is 1,000, but I think we can do better than that.
What's gonna happen?
I don't know. We'll see. Let's fuck around. If we hit 1,000, I don't know. We were debating. Sonal said I should. Wait, what? Rebecca? Rebecca O'Neill. What would you?
All work for you, all of us.
I'll twerk for $1,000. If we hit $1,000, I'll twerk.
Yeah.
And you're going to be surprised.
I'll twerk very poorly for all of you for $1,000.
This is called yes-anding. You're learning
about $1,000 US. Yeah, I'll fucking twerk for you in my bedroom where none of you can touch me. Yeah, fuck it. Let's do it.
I'll twerk for less.
All right, I'm into that.
For those of you who don't know, we are already up to $220.
So this is attainable.
Wow.
This is attainable.
Okay, so we're already up to $220. So that's a good time. Now this is a good time to test my theory that if you Google any number, there will be an image for it.
Wow.
So, what was it? 223?
Sure.
I can't wait.
It's 240 now. It's 240. It's 240.
Wait.
This is like a
telethon.
It's a telethon. Just call us.
The show is a telethon. This is what it is. You're in.
Message us.
Sharing on Twitter.
We are at 240. Let's see. What are 240's results?
Is anybody drinking anything? Go ahead and cheers. You know, the show is a B.Y.O.B, like always. Get it? Yes, cheers. Let's do our jazz hands for those of us who are muted. I got y'all in gallery view. You look beautiful. If you do want to turn your camera on, yes. Say hello to Meg. Say hello to Jason and Maddie. And John, you look beautiful. Steph, what's up? We got Steph in the building.
John. Oh my goodness. Okay. So first off, I think so far my theory is correct. I'm a genius. Any number Googleable. There will be a related image. Also, John, you mentioned John. John Boy's my best friend in the whole world, and I just wanted to shout out his wife, my second best friend in the whole world, Kate. She gave him a fucking incredible haircut today. Look at this fucking smoke show. I don't know. Maybe it's just I have love for him no matter what he looks like, but. Let's see.
I would like to thank Charlie right now for bringing just pure, wholesome white energy to this show. Look at this.
I told you. I was like, Sonal, I don't have a lot to say.
I got theories. I got Google. Let's put them together.
No. It was smoke show. It was smoke show. It's what.
Okay.
Smoke show.
I love it.
Black Twitter. It's gonna blow.
We got to do a shout out to the first person that registered on Eventbrite. He is the true ride or die of this show. Nick Green. I know you're in here someplace.
Nick.
He's
day one.
This is our day one.
Drake talks about day ones, but Nick Green is a day one. Like, he has been with Congrats since 2012. Like, that was a long time ago. Do you see what I'm saying? So we love you.
He's been to more Congrats shows than like me or Rebecca.
Fair. Yeah, I've been gone for years.
That might be true.
Almost certainly.
Oh man.
There's Nick.
There he is. Look
Nick.
Not ride or die. Because we've been going really. I think a lot of people.
Wait, we can't hear him. He's muted.
You trying to say something, Nick?
Sure. There we go. Hey. I'm so glad I could be here. Thanks for having me. I've been loving your shows since 2013, I think it was. Great times. Glad to be here. Wouldn't miss it for the world. Looking forward to another great show.
Dope.
Love it.
Wow. That was very CNN commentator. Like, you nailed it.
Okay, so
One Take Nick. We call him One Take Nick in the biz.
Yeah.
I know that feeling good, it might be like an unfamiliar feeling to us right now. So let's just like breathe that in.
Yeah.
Breathe that Nick Green in. Smoke that green. Smoke that Nick Green. This is a 420 friendly show. Also, I've got Ganesha here, little Hindu propaganda for you guys. That is the remover of obstacles. So we are doing an honoring to him. And, you know, as Miss Universe Malaysia said, hold on, I've got it right here. This is true things that you know, if celebrities, you know what's funny? Like, I don't know who Lana Del Rey is, but I don't give a shit about Lana Del Rey. We can cancel Lana Del Rey. Miss Malaysia, that's an Asian person. So if you'll see, Anji's not even in the building right now because she is personally triggered by this. She said to the Black people, yeah, relax. Take it as a challenge, makes you stronger. Okay, there's a little lost in translation happening here, I'm sure. You know, Malay is a very complex language. You chose to be born as a colored person in America for a reason, to learn a lesson. Accept it as it is till now. Hunger and poverty still exist. It is what it is, inevitable. Best you can do is remain calm. Protect heart. Don't allow it to crumble. That's your responsibility.
Wow.
I mean, I don't give a fuck about Lana Del Rey, but Miss Malaysia is now, I have renounced her. Saudi man, are we gonna zoom up?
Yeah.
Saudi man. Mute his ass. Still we muted. Goddamn. Luis Paredes. Honestly, this is the closest to like real live action that I've had. I'm wet right now. This is very arousing. This is deeply arousing to me. Oh shit, Anji's back, so I gotta hurry up with she said, I don't understand why Malaysians are so super bothered by it, bro. We are all okay only until now. We're doing just fine. Stop watching Netflix, please. She was stripped of her crown. I mean, I don't know if she has been yet, but I'm happy to put that propaganda out there. I don't know if she's been stripped by her crown yet. I know there's a petition. I don't know how Twitter works, but I know that if you do the hashtag and put Miss Universe Malaysia, that shit is hilarious. Guys, we are up to $320. We are only $680 away from the entire cast of Congrats on Your Success twerking. So that is very exciting. And we've already been Zoom bombed. How exciting is this?
Wait, so that wasn't an official Zoom bomb. That was
Twice, y'all.
Yeah, we've had 3
twice so far.
Damn! Wow! Shit! This is an honor, yo. Holy shit!
It's like real Santa. Like, we're getting heckled. Like, this is life. Life is
Yeah.
Wow.
See, the funny thing about getting Zoom bombed at a stand-up comedy show that's like already about what we're about is like, what the fuck do you think we are doing? Like, we're not gonna sit here and be like, oh no, you put your foot in the video and said Allah. Oh, what are we gonna do about it? Like,
wow.
This isn't a corporate fucking, you know, meeting.
I missed
so fuck all y'all.
Apparently
like,
there were
you can do whatever you want.
So Charlie's also going to be sharing some random crafts that he's been making during this time, which he calls
I didn't know that.
his Stitch and Bitch sessions. And if anyone, yes, Charlie, you've got like a puppet. You were just showing us the puppet in the green room.
All news to me. Yeah, in the green room.
Over there.
Not be serious.
At least it's like jams.
You know, no, at this point, because we're raising money for Black Lives Matter, I consider this racist. That's what I'm saying.
Where did you put the Zoom?
Yeah, of course it's racist.
Where did we put the Zoom link? Who put the Zoom link?
I just put it on at the last minute. I put it on my Instagram. I have to take it off.
Yeah, we're too popular for that shit now. No,
yeah, that's what it is.
James leaked the code.
What? Shut up, dude.
James.
No, leave the code.
Mute everybody, Rada, except for Sonal.
Okay, so this is feeling very similar to the year. This is feeling very similar to, you know, Black Mirror season 2020. Right. I heard from somebody that the creator of Black Mirror was really sad about not being able to put his new season out. But guess what? We're all living it. We're all in a TV. We're all being programmed. I am glad that this is a global narrative. Are you guys having the challenging conversations with your family? I don't think that you should be unfriending people on Facebook. I think now's a great time to be having those tough conversations with people. Talk to them about privilege. If you guys want to hear a little example of how I'm handling these people, here we go. Okay, first of all, yes, I have lived in many very white places. Okay, it's part of my brown privilege. I lived in Hawaii for a year and I left. I'm in Chicago now. I don't want to be there anymore because there are women like my friend Goldie, who is on Facebook and she is apologizing publicly. And I have to use my white women voice. So, you know, that's what you all sound like to me. Oh my God, I am so sorry for my blindness, my cowardice. It's hard to admit it, but my first reaction to what's happening and these police murders and the subsequent uncovering of deeply rooted racism within our society was to ignore it and pretend like it didn't apply to me. Why? Because it's extremely threatening to my comfy, cozy, privileged bubble. It's uncomfortable and inconvenient to have to own up to my ignorance. Up until now, I've done a shitty job at using my privilege. Honestly, this is like positive stuff. It's just, bitch wrote an essay. She wrote an essay. Oh, that's Anji. So here I am, shedding little by little, finding solace in the discomfort, listening to what the POC communities are saying, listening to their stories of injustice, tirelessly dismantling systemic racism, confronting racism and ignorance, educating myself. Why? Because Black lives are beautiful. And for fuck's sake, Black lives matter. I don't know what it's going to take for people to know that racism is like a real thing in this country. I don't know what it's going to take, but if it's happening, great. Now, she's up to 200 likes. Let's read some of these comments in a thread. Look at you, girl. Use that voice. See how many people have responded? Keep going, sis. Then somebody's, okay, then I'm not going to read that. That's inappropriate. And now I very calmly said, do y'all ever look around and wonder why there are no Black or brown folk in the hippie verse or wherever white hippie gypsy warriors, by the way, please don't ever use those words again. Those are steps before you get to the first step, have set up camp. Privilege is not something you have. It's something that other people don't have. That's a nice, simple definition, right? Like the audacity to pursue bliss. And she responds, oh my God, your anger is valid. And she then says, how do I work to involve more POCs? I said, see, the thing is, when you talk to white folks on social medias, you need to use lots of emojis, lots of thumbs up, lots of lols, because of the white fragility. I don't know, I feel like you guys should be taking notes right now, maybe. And I was like, lol, anger, I'm not angry. This is the nature of the conversation. I'm asking a pretty simple question. Do you all actually look around? Also, hi, hope you're good. Because, you know, you got to put that in there. Then she says, hi, I appreciate you. I am aware of the overwhelming whiteness of the yoga community. Jesus Christ. Would love for these spaces to be more integrated. How do I get more POCs? And I said, you know what's a really good tip to involve POCs? Don't tell them they're mad when they are expressing shit. Do not do that. Do the witnessing, do the fucking hippie wisdom. Now's the time. This narrative is being rewritten. You don't need to go to a meditation retreat. You can just put CNN on, and every sixth word will be violent. And I invite you guys to breathe, because everybody in here, I hope you all know what's actually going on. So damn, that got a little bit serious. And we are going to do some jokes, but we are mainly here for the telethon, and we're supporting Black Lives Matter. And I love that we're here. I'm so happy that we're here. We got some great voices.
Can we get an update on our number?
Update on our number, Mana White, is, come on, phone, don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. We're live.
Or no, send it to me privately.
Yo, we are at 420.
What? That's I barely even have to do any work.
Opposite. Of the, Rebecca, you trying to say
You
something?
know what that means?
Can you unmute,
Unmute
Rebecca?
Rebecca.
Oh shit. Sorry, boo.
We'll wait. Go,
I'm
girl.
trying to say 420 blazing, but I already finished smoking my J. I'm gonna get my bong. It's important. It's important.
So
Get that
we're gonna be
bong.
doing a lot of hemming and hawing tonight, and we're gonna be feeling a lot of feels, and we're really happy that you guys are here. We got a special guest who's been doing some really awesome work, collecting, organizing funds, getting resources to people who need them.
And this person's just a bad bitch. That's important because Joy right now is resistance. So
Yeah, she also always knows where the light is.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I actually famously have a light that is set up in my bedroom right now. Like it is. You guys want to see it?
Yes.
Yes.
Take us into the studio.
It's like CNN up in this bitch.
Yeah.
My roommate has a lot of gadgets. Wait, I want to turn around.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
That was deep from the bellows.
Good one.
Joy is the resistance. Joy is totally because I get it. A lot of people are canceling shit right now, but I don't know about y'all, but I am very scared to protest because I'm staying with my father who is immunocompromised. And isn't there still supposed to be like an invisible virus out there, or is the invisible virus racism? Is that the real invisible virus? Who wants to be unmuted? Somebody wants to be unmuted, and
It was me. Spoiler alert. It was me. Yeah.
Vanna, are we bringing up our first comedian of the evening?
I got it.
Oh, is Vanna White? Charlie?
Oh, sorry.
That's your
Wait, what are we doing?
assistant name. We're bringing up the first comedian
I
of
was
the
doing
evening.
technical stuff. We're bringing up the first comedian of the evening? Okay.
Yeah. Should we do like
Why
a
are you
drum
telling
roll
me? I'm
sound?
Vanna White. You're the host. Introduce the comedian.
Okay, so you make
Did
like
I
a
need
drum roll sound for me or something, or do something.
a drum roll? I could do
I'll
that.
introduce you. Do you know this amazing comedian who can do literally everything and teach you how to do all of the things?
Wait. We're introducing Bill. Are you introducing me?
Yeah.
Yes, you told me you were first in the lineup.
Oh, that was kind of it. Oh, you're so sweet. Can we give it up for Radha? None of this is possible without Radha. She has a fucking QR code up on her screen. Danielle know how to do that? Anybody? Does anybody know how to put a QR? Ganesha, do you know how to put a QR code on the screen? No. Manna White, I don't know what Manna is doing. And she's helping me do a lot of things. We're doing a kids show every Tuesday at 1 p.m. And let me tell you right now, I only had one person at that show on Tuesday. And if it was adults, that would be awkward. But it was a kid. So she was like, yes, private show just for me. So let's invoke that kid spirit. And this ticker is going up. And Bill, I'm bringing you up.
Okay, I'm here.
We got an original producer. Oh, Bill, take it away. Take it away, Bill.
Hi, it's me. Hello.
Jazz hands.
I know y'all can't. Hi, hello. It's great to see everybody. It's great to be seen. That joke will come up again. Welcome to the seat of the revolution, I guess, y'all. I know it doesn't feel. It always feels like gauche to be the one who's kind of like, man, it's like feels like the end times, doesn't it? But even me at this show that you're watching, anybody who's watched this show before has seen me go on stage and be like, does it feel like the end times all the time? And it's like, the National Guard was at my house 2 days ago, like in front of my house. Like I live in Little Village right now, and it is like this beautiful place, but it turned into a war zone pretty much overnight. And that also happened because I just moved here, that I was moving while that was happening. During the pandemic, which was also happening, also got broken up with, and no one's sending me nudes. That's the worst part. Everybody's out here like, what can I do? What do you need? And I'm like, well, I can't leave my house because the Latin Kings and the cops are colluding to murder Black people for no reason. And people keep sending me money for getting delivery. and I can't get anything delivered. Send me nudes. I don't know what else to say. I'm alone. No, I'm not. I got a lot of friends here, and everything's actually really fucking fun in the apocalypse. Like, that's the scary part. We were like sitting on the floor in our living room because bullets were flying in the alley, and we didn't want to sit by the windows. And but we were like playing a game, and it felt almost normal. And then we like had a fire when it was a little more calm. We had a fire in our backyard last night, and it was like, oh, this is what it's gonna be like when the power's off. Like, they're gonna shut the power off, and we're all gonna have to do fire outside every day instead of just on the weekends when we want to get drunk with our roommates. Meanwhile, I'm driving back to Logan Square, and they're having picnics on the fucking monument, and it was just it's been a lot. Have y'all been okay? I don't know. I don't really have anything planned, but that was because we spent a lot of the day dodging bullets. So yeah, we went to a protest yesterday, and it was really beautiful and peaceful, and it felt like people were really getting the message through to each other. It was like, hey, there's no war coming. I know y'all think that Black people are really mad, and the reason why you think that is because we fucking are. But guess what? We haven't killed you yet. We could have. You know we could have. We know we could have. We haven't yet. Benevolence. Trust us. And I don't know. That's kind of like the only jokes that I have written. I wrote some other ones. They're for a group chat. They're for the group chat.
Oh yeah, just saying. We're the only person who's heard the stuff in the group chat. So.
I know, but I'm saying, like, I don't know that they're like really for the real shit, for the people. I don't remember what I wrote. I was gonna show you this video. I had planned on showing you this video back. Like, do you guys remember how about a week ago it felt like how could things possibly get worse, and then and they really did get really, really worse. So I'm like really struggling with showing this video because it was about how like I felt like things couldn't get worse, and then I moved, and I felt like things were getting better because I moved, and then they got way, way, way worse. And so this video doesn't reflect any of that, so it feels like outdated, even though I made it for last Monday. Yeah, shit's fucked up. I'm trying to find it. I don't know. It feels weird to do a show too. Is anybody else in the room like feel weird to be like watching a show when I'm talking about literally white supremacists goading Latin kings to join with the cops to murder Black people who live in the community where the Latin kings live? Feels weird to do a show like that, but while that's happening, but we kind of been like this. Like I said at the top, we kind of been like this the whole fucking time. We've been a Black-led show the whole fucking time. Charlie, for a while, was our one designated white, and he was let in because he was a partner to somebody else. You know what I mean? But
that a green card.
But here's the thing: they broke up. He's still here. What? So everything's fine. You know what I mean? You proved your worth.
Oh my God, Bill.
What?
I'm canceling Bill. I would like to take this time to cancel Bill.
Why?
Lying on our white friend. We got one good one, and you want to throw him under the bus.
No, we have two. We have one good one and one also probably okay one. He hasn't proved himself not to be. You have to listen. With white men, I don't say that they're good until I know for sure these days.
We know.
Yes.
We're not doing this.
Welcome back to Congrats on Your Success, everybody. This is why we do this show. I'm not even fucking joking anymore. This is why we do this show, is because this is how it's been for us the whole fucking time. And we've been making jokes the whole fucking time. Y'all have been lending us your ears and your laughs, and we fucking love you. Please give us more money. What time is it? It's 8 o'clock. I want at 8:42, I want everybody to donate $4.20 because that's hilarious. And a lot of people doing that, and you can afford that shit. I don't care how broke you are.
Love it.
I have a video to show now, I guess.
Oh.
All right.
Can I share the video? Am I going too long? It's 3 minutes long.
Do the video, God.
Is it ready? Do you need us to glam it all or whatever? Or glamp?
No, I'm ready. I just need to be permitted to share so that we don't get any more porn
We
and
got a
dick.
thumbs up from our tech goddess.
I see it. Thank you.
Do it, baby boy.
Make sure you do the audio.
I think I did do the audio, didn't I?
Yeah, probably.
Well, okay. Now you made me nervous, so I gotta check again. I am doing the audio.
What's up, y'all? Sorry, what's up, y'all?
I'm wearing the same.
It's Billy. You know, it's good to see you, or really be seen by you, because I just miss validation from people so much. So, oh my God. Oh God, it's so fucking bad.
Didn't have time.
Anyway, I'm just like at home and I haven't done anything creative in a while, so I figured I would just like show you guys my plays and talk a little bit, just what I've been doing on my pandemic Mondays. So I've been watching a lot of TV, which I never used to have time for. But it's really hard to watch TV shows now because it just doesn't feel right for multiple reasons. But mostly the main reason I think is because everybody's boning in those shows constantly, and I am very single and not fucking anybody right now for obvious reasons. And it's really like hard because even in shows where the characters aren't supposed to be able to get like a love life going, they're still like having acrobatic crazy sex on the top of a Ferris wheel, and it's just like I can't right now. You know what I mean? Like I can't. I'm not doing it. Speaking of sexy, is everybody else like super fucking horny right now, or is it just me? You don't have to answer that. I already know the answer.
Again, this was for last week.
Because you guys are all in my Instagram timeline naked, just full naked. My whole Instagram timeline is all my friends just fully just like, I have an OnlyFans account now. I used to be a stockbroker, but now I'm just full fucking butts on main. And you know what? I'm not mad at it. I'm actually here for it. It's just like I feel like I can't join in even though I want to because I'm just too awkward. Like I always want to make it goofy instead of sexy. You know what I mean? I've been writing a screenplay because I'm that bitch these days. I keep finding myself getting distracted. Oh, how could I possibly forget? I had to move during this pandemic. I moved to the place I'm at like a few days ago because of reasons that I won't get into. But I now live in this weird, awesome 3-level farmhouse on the south side. And I've just been hanging out, maxing and relaxing all cool, doing, you know, lots of self-care. Yeah, self-care. That's what we'll say. It's a little gorgeous oasis in the middle of the city, but I guess I'm spoiled of living on 1-floor apartments because, oh my God, there are so many stairs here. So many stairs. But I guess it's worth it because we get the nice views like this.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah, that was the day it was raining, rain instead of bullets.
All right, that's going to be it for me. I want to thank you guys for watching. Thanks to Salanathon for getting me to do something creative and not just...
That's a different show. Shut up. All right. So, yeah. Dude, I made that a week ago.
Yeah.
The world is so fucking crazy, and I'm so glad that y'all are here to watch us do this, and I hope that this gives you some kind of sense of normalcy. Things can get worse. It doesn't feel like it, but they can. So what you're doing and what you're giving will help to stop that. Yeah. Thanks, y'all.
Joy is the resistance.
Facts.com.
Or at least
keep it going. Wag those hands around for Billy Bullock, everybody.
Yeah. You don't have to clap. You can jazz hands like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
And we are at 465 with the till.
465.
I don't know. I really wish that we had gotten a donor to do the matching thing. I don't know how people do that when they're like, we have a...
It's not too late.
No,
does anybody in our audience have any famous rich friends that want to...
Y'all rich here? Is anyone even named Rich?
Okay.
Whoa, Angie with the reverb.
Anyone even named? Oh, is it
Are you at the sauna, Angie? Are you?
It sounds and looks like you're at the.
You're in the sauna.
I needed to get away.
Hey, you guys.
She needed to get away. And Charlie, in theory, I'm bringing you up next, Man of White.
In theory. Yeah. Okay. So we're at 465. That's pretty great news. If you're just tuning in, we are still raising money for Black Lives Matter perfect time for that to start happening.
I'm sorry.
Wonderful. I hate seeing myself. I can't get rid of it. Whatever. I just will look at the ground. So yeah, if you're just tuning in, we're raising money for Black Lives Matter Chicago. We're currently at $465. I don't know if anybody has wealthy friends, please send them our way. We would love for them to match our donations. Yeah, I'm not going to take up a lot of time. I wanted to give a couple just tips on being a white ally and share just some of my foibles, I suppose. The other day I was very emotional, and I am very afraid to leave my apartment. I'm terrified of the virus still. And I went up on my roof and I painted this huge Black Lives Matter, and I felt really good, like, went to sleep, whatnot. And then the next day I hear from my neighbor that they're upset that somebody painted their roof because I forgot that my building is connected to another building. And in my attempt to, I don't know, uplift the community, I definitely vandalized a person of color's property. So avoid that. Try not to do that. And then I had to paint over it, and that felt terrible. I waited until the cover of Nightfall.
Oh my god!
Because I thought it would be too disheartening to see it being done, and I was afraid. That looks like a bigot. I'm not trying. So I had to. Yeah, that was. Oh my god! That was something else. So. Yeah. Amazing. I don't know. That's pretty much all I wanted to talk about. I did. So just, this is a tip for the comedians in the audience. If you are kind of tight, if money's kind of tight, but you need, like, you're looking at those ring lights, like, can I invest? Can I afford it? A seasonal affective disorder lamp works just as well. So,
and we know you got those.
It's like fucking bang for your buck, right?
Are those like really expensive?
We found it.
I don't know. I bought it used for $7 from a friend.
Okay.
No, I just want to be like, this is the reason.
Yeah, I don't know. What did Sonya just say?
What
did she say? This is the racist while I'm on screen.
Sorry.
She didn't know she was.
I love it.
All right, should we clap for you, Charlie?
Yeah, I just wanted to thank you all so much for tuning in. Thank you for your continued support. We'll be checking, I guess, much shorter intervals with me throughout the night to check in on our number. But I love you. I love all of you.
Let's give it up for Manna White.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
allied
Charlie.
to some, enemy of his neighbor. And honestly, let's not forget what Bill said, because I was outside on Saturday for a social distancing surprise birthday, and Logan Square literally might as well be a private backyard. Like, not once were there any police. Meanwhile, there were social distancing arrests on the west side and the south side. But, if you want to be outside with people, go to Logan Square. You'll be safe. Also, what about the invisible virus? And
up until the protests, the only social distancing arrests really were on the south side, like, and the west side. So
yeah, so thank you, Lori, even though I can't imagine what it is to be Lori. I don't like talking shit about her. She's so little.
She's a cop.
She
is a cop.
She's so tiny.
Cop lover.
She can't wear clothes that fit her. There's no clothes that fit her.
Her suits look like she borrowed a little boy's suit. Like, she can't change her look now. You can't change your look now. Then it looks like you're like in it, like you're loving it, which she probably is.
She is.
Lori Lightfoot is a fucking bootlicker. I fucking hate Lori Lightfoot.
But her suits truly do look like shit that Steve Harvey threw away. Like, it's like he was just like, I don't want
Steve
this.
Harvey as a child?
Yes.
Young
Like,
Steve.
yeah, when he was like, whenever Steve Harvey got bar mitzvah, he was like, threw that suit away, and Lori liked it.
Steve Harvey was never a child. He was a set of costume teeth that grew a man around them.
I think
Steve Harvey roast, people. Welcome to the Steve Harvey roast.
I think this is a great way to transition into. We actually have a special guest on the show. We've been doing producers on these Zoom shows, and this is a real life. I think she's a licensed bad bitch.
Wait.
I'm pretty sure
No,
she's
sorry.
a licensed bad bitch, and I'm gonna let her tell you what she's been up to, because I know a lot of us are like, how can I support what's happening right now? I'm too scared to go out and protest. Well, you can be doing what Elise Fernandez is doing. Ladies and gentlemen, all those in between, all my beautiful sparkle ponies, let's make some noise right now for Elise Fernandez, some jazz hands.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody. So my name is Elise Fernandez. I'm a comedian and writer and performer from Chicago. I'm a lifelong Chicagoan. I've lived here for 31 years. This June 26th, if you want to like send me a card, I wouldn't be mad.
Oh yeah, our birthdays are like 2 days apart.
I have been, so when this all started, I was feeling really guilty about not going to the protest on Saturday, but I had mixed feelings because I knew that there was going to be violence, and I am not good in a protest. I'm slow, I'm big, I'm easily picked off. Like I'm not the one. I've been to a lot of protests in my life. I'm 31 years old. I'm not running. It's not happening. And so I was just like thinking about different ways that I could help. And then on Sunday, CPS had announced that they were temporarily ending their meal program, which even saying it out loud makes me so viscerally angry, because that's a violent assault against children across the city. And I was just so disgusted by that. These are people who are supposed to educate these children and take care of them. That's what we trust them to do. And as that agency, I decided I'm going to do something about it. And so a friend of mine already has established an organization called Care Kitchen. She's been serving Garfield Park since the beginning of quarantine. She's a chef. She makes 3 square meals for her neighbors in her community, and people give her money, and the more money she gets, the bigger it gets. She's fully operational. And so I sent a text message to a couple girlfriends, and then I sent an email to every man I've ever worked for. And then I sent an email to a couple girls in comedy, and then I posted a couple of things, and I raised $4,000 in a day.
Jesus.
And we were able to give that directly to Care Kitchen, which will be a sustainable effort that will continue to feed the children of Garfield Park and the families there. There's no questions asked. You can walk up and get a meal. It's a beautiful meal, and it's made by a lot of people who really care. And then I had some money left over. I had actually, like the day after, $1,100 more came in, and so I was able to give $500 to the Chicago Family Pairing Program, and then $600 in groceries to the community efforts outside of Burke Elementary, which I think is on it's King Drive in, like, I think it's 47th, but I've seen a lot of parts of the city this week, babe. I gotta tell you, it's a beautiful place, and we have to take care of this place. So those are the grocery efforts. And then also to the Brave Space Alliance, which is doing amazing work. And then $100 worth of supplies to people doing jail support. And then after that, I was asked by someone if they could match me. So I did a flash fundraiser yesterday from 5 until 6. And before 5 o'clock, I had raised $1,500 in the day. And then in the middle, or between 5 and 6, we raised another $1,432, which then was matched. All this to say, all of these donations are $5 donations or $10 donations, and some people are giving $100, but it's all drops in the bucket. And I'm telling you truly, the drops in the bucket make the bucket overflow. And we have power, and we have to use that power right now. Everything sucks. I've been locked inside my house for 12 weeks. I am really fun, but like, I'm done being in here. I'm done being in here. And we were right there. I was like naively like, maybe we could go to like a cabin for my birthday, just like 4 of us. on like Friday, and then it was, or on last Thursday, and then it just kind of, it was like this thing that is a reality for so many other people is now so viscerally in your face, and we have the power to make a difference for people. And if people are going to fight this fight, then they need to eat. So now I'm using that money to make grocery bags and distribute that to people that I'm already in contact with who are doing these brown community efforts. I have a list of like 30 volunteers with cars and Costco cards and are willing to give time. So if you know anyone who is in need of food, please send them my way. I'm going to do these flash fundraisers every 2 weeks. I'm barely employed. I'll probably be unemployed by the end of June. And this is my job now because these people are important. And I don't really care what happens. I'm not going to be afraid of what's coming, even though it's fucking scary, because the things that I've seen in the last few days are, in the midst of everything, still joyful. So people are dancing and playing music and excited to see each other and smiling. And if you want to join me cleaning up any efforts, please let me know. But I got nothing but time, and like, it's just a lot of people need help. So thank you for giving me the opportunity to talk about this. You can follow me at dads_new_girlfriend on Instagram. And you can find all the information there. I am private now because I am screening all you little fucking bombers. So I will, and then I will give you guys more information. But yeah, I love you all so much. I'm so sad that I can't see you in person, but I give really good hugs. So know that I'm sending you one right now. And yeah, take
Terrified.
care of you.
Hugs are good.
Yeah.
Good hugs. Do
Oh
recommend.
my God.
Yeah, she does give good hugs. She's very tall.
Elise, and if we want to get involved with like any of the projects that you're doing, we should just
so there's a form on my bio on my Instagram. You can fill it out. Let me know when you're available, if you have a card, if you have a car or a Costco card. If you have a Restaurant Depot membership, I want to talk to you, please.
Wow.
And anyway, but I'm going to use that email list, to send out community actions every week with people that I know have things set up. And then we can kind of like phone tree it every day, just to keep each other, safe and keep each other cared for. So yeah, I'm just gonna, I have a big network here. I'm very fortunate with that. And I have I'm really, really happy to say that I feel like I have the right side on my side, like across the board. And I want to bring that to people who need help. So we have resources where I live. And I mean, where I live at North and Western. Both my liquor stores are looted and my Walgreens. So I'm a little pissed.
Yeah, me too.
Everything's closed, but I'll go to Costco, like out in Skokie, and I'll get stuff for myself there too. But yeah. We got to it has to be a conveyor belt of assistance, because we can't depend on just the people that are on the ground to do all the work. That's never going to work.
Organize. I mean, the drops in the bucket make the bucket overflow, y'all. Bars. And
yeah.
And when you say you ask someone to match you, you said that real casual, like what does that even mean?
Somebody that I knows somebody who has a really good heart and a fatter wallet than most, but I don't know them. I've never met him before. He just saw what I was doing and wanted to match me, and I said I could do that in an hour. I'll get people to give $5 for an hour, and you can match me up to $1,000. And he said sure. $2,000, honestly.
Yeah.
We'll have another one.
At least just make jazz hands,
Elise,
jump
that's
up
incredible.
and down.
Yeah.
Go hug ourselves and send her
that
hugs.
is above and beyond. That's really, really awesome, dude.
Hey man, I love everybody who's here, and I don't even know most of you. So, we gotta just take care of each other. Nobody's coming truly nobody's coming to save us. We are the ones who have to save us. So get in or get out, babe.
CNN is not saving us. I mean, if we can start If we could start a fund to take over CNN.
There's people who are informed, and then there is everybody else, and that is unfortunate. But it's like, people don't understand what's really going on, and they are angry because they've been locked inside their houses, and they want to get a fucking haircut. And I'll just never understand. I'll never understand hating people because they have a different skin color than you. I'll never understand that. I don't know. Everyone I love looks different than me, so.
It's one of those things where it's that's really yeah, that's true. It's one of those things where it's not just that it's an anger that we stopped doing what they told us to, and that's what this all is about. We're not going to do what they tell us to anymore. The National Guard didn't show up on my block to protect us. So thanks, Elise. You're really awesome.
Yay, Elise.
Hey.
Thank you for being here. I mean, goddamn. She made the time to be here, and it really means a lot that you're here. Big claps claps for you.
That's
and reach
huge.
out to her. We all have social medias as well. If we can put that into the chats. And Charlie, where are we at with the counter, with the telethon?
We're at 6:05 at the moment. That is crazy. I don't even think we're halfway through.
We are
to twerk. I should put some dance on.
We're gonna have to
Tell
twerk.
the rest of the performers that we volunteered us all to twerk at $1,000 because some of them were not here when I volunteered us for that.
Oh yeah, one of them. We are
all about enthusiastic consent on this show. You do not have to twerk if you are not interested in doing so. But at $1,000, I will fucking do it. Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
And I don't know
twice as hard.
I don't know about our next comic, but she was actually on the ground earlier today, and we were a little bit worried because we didn't see her in the green room, but she is here.
And then wait till you hear her reasoning for why we were all worried. Is she home safe? Is she home safe?
Somewhere.
And her name is, ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Asanya Denis.
Yeah!
New York. Wow. Okay, so I definitely told my friends I was gonna go to the protest today. I didn't.
What? We were worried.
I got hot. My friend Drew hit me up. He was like, I feel sick. My friend Justin was like, I'm tired. I got high. I was on the rooftop. And then this cat, which was a homeless cat up until very recently, wandered over and needed some food. He was skinning, it's a girl. She was skinning bones. For her growling. And I've been trying to coax her ass in for the last half hour. I don't know how long time is. I forgot about this show literally until 15 minutes ago.
Well, don't worry about it. You were only an hour and 150,000 days late. So
I forgot about time. I forgot about life. I wasn't on the internet for more than half an hour. I really apologize to my friends.
Stop.
What should I name this cat?
My roommate recently got a dog and she named it A-Cab. We call him Cabby for short.
Okay, so we have to, this is a show. I'm not just like talking to my friends. Let me not do gallery view. Wow. Okay, so have people been being funny or like what are we doing?
It's been hilarious.
The police, or should I tell y'all about who got canceled this time? Did people talk about who got canceled?
Not a chart. Whatever's on the chart, Sonya.
No. Talk about it, Sonya.
We can't hear you that well. If there's something like blocking your mic.
Oh shit. Okay. Is it?
Yeah. We also.
Oh no.
You gotta turn up your mic sensitivity, likely.
Okay. Wow.
That's better. You good? You good? You good?
Okay. This is better. Okay. I just gotta be. Okay. Okay. So like. Should I do jokes? Is that okay?
Yeah. Read from the chart.
That's what we're doing.
So I made a list of people who got canceled. YouTube video for this too. Like background music for this. A lot of people got canceled. Like there's a lot of capitalists among us. Wow, it feels so weird to be funny when you don't know if it's okay to be funny. Do you know what I mean?
Okay. You good.
Trina, the baddest bitch, she got canceled. You guys.
Yes.
Kaya, should we listen to Kaya? My neck and my back. Y'all like her? Okay. I forgot how to do comedy too. Wow. I feel very Virgil from Off-White. I wanted those. I saw somebody with them Off-White Converse shoes, and I was like, oh shit, I'm about to get 1,500. No, I'm not. So he's done. B. Simone. Does anybody watch Wildin' Out? Any teens in the house? The baby. So she already had like questionable taste. You know what I'm saying? The baby tweeted, got a brand new Lambo, fuck a cop car. That's not what we doing, babe. But like, give us the money, the Lambo money. When you do jokes about being woke, and then people laugh, but they're really saying, I agree. So I want to die. But I got a new cat. So Lil B, the base god, said that cops never jumped me, but blacks did. That's the thing. People think black on black crime is a myth. Is that a joke? This is not a joke. Just like an education thing. If a cop kills me, he's not going to jail. But if I kill Candace Owens because I want to, because she's a bitch, I'm gonna go to prison. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the difference. Black on black crime, you get punished because Candace Owens, she doesn't deserve edges. She's a bitch. I don't call women bitches. She is, right? She's a traitor to the race. Got it. Imagine how biracial kids feel right now. What? I don't even know if that's a drag or just like, what are you doing? Tyler Perry presents Tyler Perry. He said he stands with the mayor, stop the violence. Stop giving us stories with no plot. Tyler Perry.
Oh my god.
Who else?
Wait, we didn't hear any of that. Wait. Go jump back 10 seconds.
Laughing. Yeah, we can't hear you
when people are laughing, you gotta wait.
Remember how to do comedy. I watched some of my own comedy videos the other day, and I was like, wow, look at this bitch. That is funny. She's funny. These comments are wrong. Jason Momoa. He said, this is honestly the most egregious. He posted a picture of Martin Luther King arm in arm with other people. So already, you know, they only bring out Martin when they want to make a point. And it was like, never, what did it say? Never destroyed a town, never burnt down a store. Are you kidding? FBI killed Martin. What you talking about? Like, why? Momo, like, how did Lisa Bonet, who was one of the fine, like, if I'm not a lesbian, but if I was a lesbian, I'd fuck a woman that looks like myself or Lisa Bonet. You know what I mean? Like, yes. Like, wow.
Yes.
Or Lisa Bonet or her daughter. Like, I don't know. Anyway, but my point is, Jason Momoa.
Goodbye, Aquaman.
And okay, well, I don't know. That was on my little bitty boops. I want to also say, like, a lot of people say that they're afraid to go protest. The protests aren't that dangerous, honestly. Like, it's like the other day we were like walking down, and the 2 times that I've been, and I didn't go today, and I didn't tell my friends that I wasn't there, and they were worried for me, and I appreciate that shit. I'm really sorry. But the other times I went, only one time did I see people looting. One time, and it was like one of those boutiques for like Upper West Side moms, you know what I mean? Like, and it was like strollers and like dresses for mom, maternity shit. You know what I mean? Like, everyone was jumping in and pulling out shit like, God, I don't want this. But most of the time, it's just people posting up signs. We walk past the police and we're like, fuck these police. They all look like the same. It's like a bunch of stormtroopers. They all look like white eggs with like or Lego men. I don't know. I don't remember how to do comedy. This isn't funny anymore. But
killing it.
I don't know.
Oh hush.
What else? I'm gonna say I have a cat. I love all of you. I love all the people that have been out protesting. I love all of my friends for being chill. Was I high the whole time I was trying to coax this cat in? Yes. Am I trying to be doing this? Yes. That's it.
Hell yeah,
son. What do you guys think? Josephine? Is that a good name for a cat?
No.
John says
the comments have a few suggestions.
Oh, okay. Dyke?
No.
Oh, Cat Lisa Bonet. But then I have to think of Momoa's ass, Martin Luther King. Get your Martin was actually a G, bruh. Some of y'all need to look at all the speeches.
And yeah, we're at
That was the most protesting
6:35.
I've ever heard you say.
Woo! 6:30. Oh, has everyone said what they're gonna do at 1,000?
We're all gonna twerk, I think. Is
Oh shit, I can't twerk, but I will do it. Me and the
Wait, we heard that you had
Fuck
some
yeah.
like secret though. You had like a secret plan. If we reach 1,000, that's what Rebecca was saying.
Man, I had so many plans before I saw this ad, bro. That was like I was gonna go to March. I was gonna have a plan. I was gonna be woke Steve Harvey with a ball cap. All the things went away.
I think the only thing you forgot comedy wise is you gotta wait while people laugh. That's literally it. People laugh when you tell jokes. Oh, we got our next comic, Sauna. In the sauna, she's steaming. She's hot.
Ooh.
Is that a real sauna? Are you rich?
Yeah, she's really in it. No, that's her green screen.
That's a green screen.
She is rich though.
Ready to. She was ready to pull out the guillotine on you.
Because we still got comics. Let's just keep it rolling, man. This shit's funny. Don't feel bad. We will not be oppressed. Our joy is the resistance. With that, ladies and gentlemen, Unji Kim.
Nice. Every time Sonia does one of the congrats, she's always like, "I've forgotten how to do comedy," and she like crushes. I'm just like, "What the fuck? What was it like when you remembered?" Like, you're like leaning in with a laugh and shit. You like know exactly where the fucking line you want to say. Like, I forgot. Like, is that your bit? Is that what it is? Is that what these videos? Okay. Also, can you email all of us this official list of canceled celebrities, please? Like, this is one of these lists that needs to be distributed. People do need to know.
It's a public thread, and I'm gonna send it to everybody.
Thank you, because that is important. I did not know that about the Momoa. He's a celebrity I don't follow, but I check in on. You know, I do that with a couple. I have like a couple Mormon mom bloggers that I refuse to follow because that's embarrassing. Because when I die, people will look at that, and I don't want them to know. But I do check it. He's another one. Billy was mentioning this, like every time we as a society are like, can things get worse? Like, I feel like God is taking it as a challenge. So maybe we need to stop thinking that way and asking that aloud.
Yeah.
I'm like, things are so I realized I woke up today and looked at the 8 glasses of kombucha that were next to me on my nightstand, and was like, oh, my life finally matches the world. Like, I was like, this, like my inner life finally, like the world warrants how I feel. Like it matches. And I was like, I don't know, just those 8 glasses of kombucha was just a real wake up call for me. I don't know. I haven't talked about this to any of you guys, the producers, but like have any of the other like POC or Black people getting like weird DMs from white people?
Oh yeah.
Like a lot of like, I'm sorry's. A lot of I got this white male comic who I do not know. I do not know him at all. I may have done a show with him at some point because that's why we were friends or whatever. But he reached out and was like, I hope you're okay. I hope you're feeling good. And I was just like, bitch, if I'm the blackest person you know, there's other shit going on. Like I don't even like the tan. Like that's crazy. But I was talking to another Asian friend of mine. Elise, were you there for this conversation? A friend of ours was telling us about how he's half Chinese, half Filipino. And he was like, he had gotten an email from a white guy that he had done a sketch show with in 2013. And this guy sent him an email saying, sorry. And okay, like I understand I know I actually do not understand this at all. Like I deeply don't understand the sentiment, but also as an Asian person, I feel like saying we are not the droids you're looking for. Like this is not, we are not the people. Like don't come to us here. Like yeah, it's not us. I will say, what is it? I've been hearing a lot of like I live in Roscoe Village, and I've been hearing a lot of last night, and there's a lot of like social distance hangs, like, you know, someone was talking about with Logan Square, like just people congregating and wooing and chilling, and really having a great time as if the world isn't burning. And for me personally, it's not, the revolution hasn't truly started until that white bitch feels bad. And I think about that every single time I hear her cackle. And I recently, but this is also the same, this is the reason I hate her, but I do appreciate her, because this is also the same white girl that I heard her slur to her friend at like 11:30 on a Thursday. She slurred to her, so what if you're stupid? So what if you have ADD? You can do anything you want. And I just think like that level of confidence is what, and that level of like privilege is kind of like what we're all owed. And it was something that I didn't know until she said that. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna do this. I don't know. I don't feel like I'm like equipped. You know, I will say this. I embarrassingly never mentioned this, but I have a minor in Black World Studies. Okay. I don't like to mention it.
You were the right one for the job, Angie.
It's very embarrassing, you guys. It's very fucking embarrassing. I have my own, like, I'm a beauty supply kid for any like if any people, like Asian kids that know, but my parents own a beauty supply on the west side. So
this is amazing.
Yeah, so I minored in Black World Studies, and every single class I ever took in this discipline, the same thing happens inevitably at the end of every class, at the end of every semester. There's a discussion about what it's going to take to bring equality, true equality, to America, right? Because slavery being America's original sin, how do we redeem ourselves? Mm-hmm. And let me say that every single class ended with a revolution. That's kind of like what it's gonna have to be. Like, it was just all of us kind of looking at each other, academically having discussed everything, and it's just like, we just gotta burn this shit down. And that's from I'm talking from like, you know, like older Black dudes that call people young blood, to like you know, like very bougie Black girls who grew up like not in the grew up in the suburbs and didn't, you know, everybody comes to the same consensus. So I'm gonna read this thing. I don't know if you guys are familiar. She's a Black sci-fi writer called her name is Octavia Butler, and she wrote an essay once about a world without racism, and it ends this way. Amid all this, does tolerance have a chance? Only if we want it to. Only when we want it to. Tolerance, like any aspect of peace, is forever a work in progress, never completed. And if we're as intelligent as we like to think we are, never abandoned. So yeah, you guys, thanks.
How did we not know that until now?
It's fucking embarrassing.
That is incredible. If
Why
you
is
were
it
a white
embarrassing?
man, you would introduce yourself with that.
I think I told Billy once when I was drunk, but I never talk about it.
I mean, I got the vibe that you were a person who didn't study Black people, but like took studies about Black culture. Yeah, like, you know what I mean? Like, there's a difference, and I could feel the difference.
The revolution is academic. Let's make noise and jazz hands for Auntie Kim.
Yeah, that's not embarrassing at all.
Sauna, sweating.
You want to know embarrassing, Unji? Embarrassing is in high school, I accidentally was put in a honors African American studies class, and I immediately had to drop it. And I was worried I would look like a racist, but I was just too dumb to be in an honors class. So that's embarrassing.
We are currently at $645 now, Charlie.
600. Oh, I'm 10 behind.
You're 10
Oh my goodness!
behind,
But so
and-
far, you got to give it to me. My theory on Google having a picture of every number.
Yeah.
By the way, during Unji's set, we passed the 842 mark, which I did. I wasn't joking.
Really?
At 8:42, I want or it's 9:42, wherever the fuck you are. It's 42 past the hour, and if you want to just like sacrifice one cup of fucking coffee for Black Lives Matter, which is who we're giving every single fucking brown cent of this to, yeah, do that now. Give us $4.20 or $42 or $420.69. That'd be the most hilarious joke you could possibly pull on racism.
Wow!
Do that.
Take that, racism.
Do that, and please,
The information is in the chat.
and please,
I do want to.
go ahead,
What's up?
go ahead, Manna.
I just wanted to check in on our audience member Maddie. I generally like to watch these with gallery view, and I think I saw a stub toe face. Are you okay?
Oh my
Did you
God,
stub?
that's so sensitive.
You're doing crowd work.
Let me unmute. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I hurt
Are
my
you doing okay?
really bad. I'm okay now.
Charlie is so wholesome and so white, Rebecca. But like in the Leeds anti-racism 3-day intensive courses, wholesome white. You know, you should do that, Charlie. How do we get paid to answer these questions? Jesus. And yeah, definitely. Like, please share your crazy ass
Thank you.
questions in the comments that you've been asked. You know, like I've definitely been asked, like, wait, but I've never been racist though, right? I had a very problematic friend text that back, and I'm like, okay, how do I get paid? Oh, we got 420 from Jan. And can we just give it up for Radha, our tech goddess, who is not only not taking any money, we were going to try to pay her, she just donated to the show that she's working on.
You literally are donating your time already.
You're virtually perfect.
Billy, we just got a $42.29 donation. That's incredible.
Nice.
You can use
Oh,
your
no.
phone. You can take a picture of the QR code and $42.69. We got a 420. We got a couple 420s from Maddie. Maddie
yes.
just sent another $42.
Is that not
We're
hilarious? That's hilarious. And it fucking
$963.
works. It's the
Let's
best.
try to find a number that I can't Google. So keep it going with the fractions.
We are at $971. I feel
Where are
like
we
now
at?
is the time. I'm feeling really religious right now, so I feel like now is a really appropriate time. We actually have no, it's not quite our beautiful headliner. It is the pastor. We have brought a man of the book, a man who actually knows how to hold the Bible, not like how Trump was holding
like
it.
this.
How Trump was holding it, like, oh my God, it's gonna burst into flames at any second. The people in that church are really
using it to
upset.
kill a spider.
Like he was using it. Another 420. This shit's working. This is crazy. It's working.
I told you, it's great. It's the best. It's hilarious. And
can I get an amen? Can I get an amen? Unji just sent 420. Can I get a hallelujah?
Amen.
Praise Jesus. And we got Pastor Johnny in the building. We got Pastor Johnny.
Yes.
Praise him. Praise him. Look at God.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Yes, I am happy to be here on your stage. I'm so honored to be here. If you don't know who I am, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Archbishop, Pastor, Junior Deacon, Senior Reverend, Most Humble Servant, Truly High Priest, John Bosco Franklin, Chukwanunobi Ogwejo for Anikolapo Kuti Jr. Yes. And I am pleased to be here with my distinguished guests. I thank you. Congrats on your success for allowing me to come on this platform. Praise the Lord. Hallelujah. Praise the Lord. Hallelujah.
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 Amen.
Hallelujah.
Okay, now we know there are God-fearing people in the house. Okay. But the reason we're here is very serious. Very, very, very serious. The people on my internet team have been informing me of what is going on in the world. They're telling me that there are hashtags that people are using. People are saying hashtag defund the police. What people want to do. People They were telling me this. I said, "What, defund the police?" I could not understand it. I could not calculate it. Defund the police. At first, I thought they were making a mistake. They want to give the funds to police. That's what they want to do, right? They want to get funds for police. Why would they? Why they want to defund the police? I don't understand this kind of logic. Oh, my phone is about to die. Oh, good God. Good God. Hold on. Hold on. No, I'm getting a message from the Holy Spirit. My phone is about to die. I need to plug it in. No. Hey, this is urgent. Hey, God. Okay. Praise God. Oh, my God.
Praise.
My phone is
Praise him.
Okay. I can continue to do this broadcast. I don't understand. Okay. But how can you defund the police? How can you do it? Eh? Who are you going to call when something happens? Ghostbusters? No, you call the police. That's what you do. That's exactly what we do. I remember when I first came to this country in the 60s. I know it looks like that now, but the black don't crack. Okay, when I came here in the 60s, I was robbed in my apartment. Do you know who I called? I called the police. And they came to my aid immediately. I took them 2 hours, but at the end of that 2 hours, immediately they got there. And they helped me out. They gave me assistance. Did they find the money that I was robbed? No. Did they find the people that robbed me? No. But did they stop and frisk me before they left my apartment? Yes. And let me tell you, okay, it was one of the most arousing experiences I've ever had since I've been in this country, being that close to power. Oh my God. Gosh, no host. Anyway, if we defund the police, how are we going to be doing these things? You know how many nights I dreamed in my home country of coming to the America that NWA sang about. Do you know? So many nights. And now that I'm finally here in America, you want to take away the police from me? No! I need them now. How are we going to be nostalgic about all of those rap songs that we sing? What will we sing if we don't say fuck the police? What will we sing in their place? Are we going to sing fuck the new mental health institutions that we now can afford in our cities? No, it doesn't have a ring to it. Am I going to say fuck the smaller classroom sizes that we now can afford to have for our schools? Am I going to say fuck the after school programs? No. It doesn't have a nice ring to it. Am I going to say fuck Lori Lightfoot? Okay, actually that one sounds good. That's Lori Lightfoot. I like that one. It just rolls off the tongue. Say it, fuck Lori Lightfoot. You just
fuck Lori Lightfoot.
Just me. Wash my hair. I like that.
Hallelujah.
Oh my God. See, you know, the police are they are some of the number one bringers of God in this country. I will tell you that right now, because I know everyone has had this experience. You have been driving on the road, and you're driving on the road, you're driving. All of a sudden, you see these two lights behind you. What do you do immediately? You say, in the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, oh my God, please don't let them pull me over today. Oh, please don't let me do. They are bringing us closer to God. When they pull you over, you call on God's name. That's usually, everybody remembers Jesus when the police pull you over. And we're going to take that away? No, we need them. Because if we defund the police now, who is going to pull you over for broken taillights? Not help you fix the taillights, but give you a fine. Who will do that? Is it your new after-school program? Hey, no, get out of here. We need the police, my people. We need them. There are several reasons that we need these people. What about all of our excess military equipment? Who are we going to sell this stuff to if we defund the police? Are we going to sell it to Israel or Saudi Arabia? Or actually, we can do that without them. Okay, never mind. Okay, that one's covered. Okay, fine. Yes. At military, if you are listening, my church needs a tank. If you guys could somehow just give it to my church. In fact, if anyone listening here has extra funds they want to spare to give to my church tank fund, please just add it to my Venmo. It is at Archbishop Chukwuanunobi Ogwejo for Junior Branch Deacon, Senior Priest, Most High Reverend Anu Kalapi Ogwejo for Prophet Junior. Okay, you wrote it down, right? Okay, all right. Yeah, just donate to my Venmo for the church tank fund, because you know we're doing very good, big God. Oh God, oh God is giving me a message. Oh, okay. I think something is happening. I'm receiving word from God. Okay. I think I have this thing wrong, but I'm remembering now the words of the prophet Ice Cube when he said, "Fuck the police coming straight from the underground." Oh my God, no. Oh my God, no. I'm remembering the words of the prophet Rage Against the Machine when they said, "Some of those who burn the crosses are the ones that run the buses." Oh my God. I'm remembering the words of Flavor Flav when he said 911 is a joke. Oh my God, dude. We are going to start praying. We need to pray. I need everyone to raise their hands right now. Raise your hands right now. We are going to start praying right now. Raise your hands. We are going to start praying. I am calling on all of the holy names tonight, my God. I am calling on all of the holy names tonight, my God. I am calling on white baby Jesus. Come into this place tonight, my God. I am calling on black grown Jesus. Come into this place tonight, my God. I am calling on Tupac, the Lion King. Come into this place, my God. No. We need all of the holy names tonight, my God. My God, we need your Holy Spirit. And I want you to send your Holy Ghost fire to abolish the police programs in this country, God. I want you to abolish them in every municipality, God. Abolish the police. Send your Holy Ghost fire. Send it to Bill de Blasio, Andrew Cuomo, Lori Lightfoot, Mayor Kisha. Burn them, Lord. Send them and let them know that we can liberate ourselves and free our imagination to see a more equal and economic society. My God, my God, my God. We ask all of this. In Nate Dogg's name we pray. Amen. In the name of the Tupac and the Biggie and the Holy Drake. Okay. We are going to end this with an ancient Negro spiritual. Ancient Negro spiritual. Whoop, whoop, that's a sound of a breeze. Whoop, whoop, that's a sound of a breeze.
Hallelujah.
Wow.
Wow, and he's gone. He's ascended.
Wow,
He has
Isn't it
ascended.
weird how the song for the TV show Cops, which was not that song, by the way, don't be racist, is basically a song about how the cops are bad, and they just like own it. They just like put it on their show. They're like, cops, that's what we're like.
Yeah.
Let's all feel the praise. Let's all feel the Holy Spirit and the Drake spirit, which I saw some faces there. And we have our new mantra. You know, that's a physical vibration you put out. I saw Elise is still here.
I'm
Elise
here,
is here
babe.
with that fuck Lori Lightfoot energy. I feel like a Care Bear. I'm like feeling the revolution is spiritual. The revolution is academic. The revolution is here. We are almost at where we at, Manna?
So you did challenge me on this one, but it's a really incredibly small image. It does technically have 979.89 in it, and that is where we are currently at. We are so close to 1,000. So get your butts ready to twerk. It says round 979 to the nearest dollar. I don't know what it is.
What'd you say?
We pick a song now.
We better. Yes.
Savage remix.
Should it be Eye to Eye by Tevin Campbell?
No. Savage remix. We are queued. We're ready.
If you want Eye to Eye by Tevin Campbell, drop $500 right now. That'll be your vote.
We'll sing it and twerk to it.
We'll do whatever you want, really. We'll do whatever you want. And a big shout out to everybody in the audience. You guys are so beautiful. And we're gonna put information in the Congrats on Your Success Facebook page. Like, I'd love to put links to all of those organizations that Elise, you're gonna text me after the show. Oh my God, that's it. We're at 1,000. We're at 1,051. All right, we gotta get that wide stance. Wide stance, everybody. Wide stance.
Okay, well, you gotta put the damn song on, man. No. Wait, we're not doing it yet. We will do it at the end. We're gonna get more money.
Okay, sorry, I got excited.
Oh, I was ready to put some shorts on. Fuck it. Like I was
right. I got up because I'm 35 fucking years old and I gotta stretch.
Okay, so wow, it's happening. It's happening. That doesn't mean. What'd you say, Sonia?
I got a speaker ready and the song queued at the end.
Oh, she got a cat. She got a speaker.
Yes,
well, we better bring our
Sonya's
headliner up because we respect y'all's time.
Congrats, DJ over here.
Everybody
Thank you guys so much.
stretching.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everybody. Who is here. Thank you so much.
We love you so much.
The show is 6 Black comedians in a library. As
Did you just quote him?
Yeah, at a time in this
Black
economy,
man, Brian Babylon.
Don't do it.
Of Chicago, if y'all know.
Black unity.
Don't make me say what I'm about to say.
All right, we're gonna go from the inside jokes to the outside and bring out our headliner, Rebecca O'Neal.
Wow, this was bad planning because I do not have anything to say.
That's what she says every time.
You have a lot to say.
I'm not lying to you, but something's gonna happen. I'm gonna say some tweets and y'all are gonna laugh and give us more money.
Yes.
So what's going on? I'm wearing this shirt. I got it for free at a party before this happened. It says Black History is Now, and wow, what a coincidence. We're living it.
Yep.
I've been Black all day. On the internet. I've been like, because I haven't gone out to a march. I will bring up that our friend Sonia, who you've seen with the cats, she always says, she always says, like, if there's an apocalypse, Rebecca, you're gonna be the one out there punching people in the fucking throat. And she's been out there like multiple times. I'm in the house knitting and shit. Because give yourself more credit. It is the apocalypse. You on the streets, bitch. You and your cat. Get them a vest. I don't know. But we believe in you and you're leading the charge. You're in the gap physically, and I see you and I love you, strong Black woman. Okay. And that's what this show is about ultimately. It's just, Black energy, Black history being now. I also forgot that coronavirus was happening like 14 times the past 2 days. So that's a lot. I feel like coronavirus plus racism is too much. To start, I would start by saying it was too much. I feel like I'm like patting my head and rubbing my stomach at the same time. Like emotionally, it's a lot for me. I don't have the range. My therapist is like, okay, well, I really wish I had a more powerful therapist. I also should stop talking about therapists like they're wizards. They're not. They're just people like us. My mental health has been playing peekaboo. It's fucked up. I didn't know it had that setting, but we're unlocking new features every day. I have not been playing video games this apocalypse, but that's because I keep looking out at shit and it looks like Call of Duty. And I've had quite enough. Did y'all know that I just found out the other day, honestly, on Sonia's Instagram story, so she's doing the work both digitally and analog, that some shit about the police budget in New York City being I'm gonna say a number here, and you guys are gonna be like, false, $6 billion. And that does not make any sense to me. It's $6 billion, the annual budget for the NYPD, the most incompetent police officers on the face of the planet. Like in movies, if you think about a comedy movie in New York, there's dumb cops in it. That's what they're known for it. Like it's to the point where it's a worldwide stereotype that NYPD cops ain't shit. And they have the most money of any non-military force on the planet. And I think that's funny because it's really pitiful. Like I saw they had tanks on the street in Manhattan. Like, what are you doing with the tank? How much does the tank cost? Also, let's talk about that. Like $6 billion of taxpayer money, itemize it. What are you doing? Like, I feel like they're pulling some Marty Bird shit and they think we're not gonna bring it up. Because how much does the tank cost? You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like they're doing some good old-fashioned embezzlement on top of just being evil. Racism is giving me stress acne, which is double racist. I think we can all agree that that's like racism cubed. Read that. Like, and I've talked to my friends. I put this in the group chat. Like, are y'all breaking out? Like, there's like a patch of dry skin underneath my eyebrow. I've never even heard of that before. And I'm like, okay, I just feel like racism is just like stress-related eczema. Girl, I'm like patchy over here. I'm like Patch Adams. The shit is crazy. And I'm rubbing different rosehip seed oil and spraying myself with mist, and nothing seems to be helping. And I feel like, you won't see this on the news. Like, history books will like forget our collective blackney, and I won't let them erase them. I will not let them erase The Ordinary. I'm doing crowd work. Ordinary, you already know. Oh, that's Meg. What's up, girl? I know, because your skin is beautiful. I see you, brown woman. You glow. And here's the thing about The Ordinary. They're cheap, and I'm broke. So it's like I can be beautiful too, and I like that. This is great. They're hot. I don't believe in hyaluronic acid. I'm gonna be a truther. I'm gonna be a hyaluronic acid truther right now. That shit doesn't work. It just makes you feel like you have a thin film of hyaluronic acid on your face. I don't know what that shit's supposed to do. I think because I already have fat cheeks, I don't need them to be puffed out anymore. Like, I don't know what it's supposed to be for, but it's not me. I thought I'm still sexting right now because I will not let the racists take that from me. I get it. Let them have that. I will not let them have that. That's exactly what they want for me, not to be horny. Being horny is resistance, and and I'll stand by that. And I'm not gonna elaborate. Stay mad. Wow, you guys are like dropping quotes in here. How do I copy this and send it to my dad? I've been in therapy, y'all. It's too much. So
I'll show it to you how to do it later.
Okay, cool. I wasn't even serious. But yeah, actually, I would like to keep these compliments for a later date. Let's see. Oh, so I have been on, do y'all know what fetlife.com is?
Yes.
It is a pervert website. It's a website, a social media website for perverts. And in these difficult times, I really appreciate that they haven't updated their website design in like 40 years. FetLife still looks like a Zanga page, and I love that GeoCities energy they give. They give nothing by the way of coding, and I love that for perverts. It's a simple website. It's anti-intuitive, and yet they force us on it. And I feel that's a lot like what BDSM sex can be like. Next joke. Oh yeah, I use perverts affectionately. We reclaimed that, and I can say it.
It is Pride Month. Hello.
It is Pride Month, and I'm gayer by the day. Let me tell you. Who knows? Finally, representation, pervert community. I'm not gonna do that because I don't want that to be clipped out somewhere, and then it's like canceled before I started. That's crazy. Not today, you know. So. What am I? Oh, right. I was writing. A lot of these are tweets, and if you came in Twitter, double helping for you. So, I don't know. So, yeah. So I was just thinking about how America is universally hated by everybody else on the planet. I feel like now white people are starting to understand why. It's mystery to everybody. Like, why is America the clowns of Earth? Because we treat, how America treats Black people, that's also how they treat like every other country. And I just think it's really bold of America, and it's very bold of us to be busting into other countries telling them what to do. Because get your house in order first, beloved. We're making fools of ourselves on the world stage, and I'm French. When my passport, I'm gonna update my passport, expedite it. I'm still waiting for, how entertainment is. I'm waiting 30 business days for these motherfuckers to send me some money. I am to expedite my passport, and I'm gonna work on my French accent. My French is conversational. I'm reading The Little Prince right now because I can't understand any French books that are not meant for children. And I'm just gonna try to be cute over there and see what happens, y'all. It's never gone wrong so far. That's a lie. I've been watching Alias because we all need levity in these times. I've never seen Alias before, and my wonderful roommate Jamie was like, "You would love this show," and I'm like, "Why would I love this show?" He's like, well, number one, she wears a lot of different wigs. And I'm like, so say no more. I'm already 3 episodes in. So like this, first of all, we need to put more respect on Jennifer Garner's name.
Yes.
She was kicking ass in 90s.
Yes.
Strappy stilettos from like the ones from Claire's that have no arch support. like strings up the leg type shit. You know, lace front, laid every episode. No SNL shit with the wonky, none of that shit. None of that flappy shit. She was like, she was kicking ass, grown men, like big dudes. And she was flipping around and shit in little tights. I was very turned on by that show. I told you I was getting gay. And Jennifer Garner is not helping. I don't know what my type is either. My type is also based in narcissism, like Sonya's hypothetical lesbianism. It's mostly based in like, do you kind of look like me, but also like my body goals? I'll do anything you say. Like Narcissus incarnate. It's just like, write a story about it. So I wrote a lot of words on that Jennifer Garner joke that I'm realizing now are deeply sexual. I wish I could just share my screen because it says limber, nimble. Bitch, what? I was horny. I was horny when I wrote this. Thanks. So, and my other type, I guess, is girls who look like Jennifer Garner. I didn't see this coming, but we're on this gay journey together. God. So I wrote this down. This is spicy. Are there any entertainment industry executives in this room? You have to tell us.
Yeah, please tell us. Let's go. This is our job.
You have to identify yourself. I talk this shit. Okay. Everybody like collectively is sort of realizing like, wow, I'm part of the problem. Wow. And that has been a lot. It has been a lot, and entertainment industry people are not an exception. They're all kind of having this moment where it's like, I should have been taking Black people seriously this whole time. Send me your shit, like en masse, like, and I'm kind of thrown off by it because every entertainment industry person is trying to get Black pilots out of everybody, and that's a good thing because that's money. But it's also like so random. Do you feel what I'm saying? Like, this is a little inside baseball, but I feel like everybody wants to read Black pilots right now in a way I've never. Everybody's just Black pilot, like Black pilot. I love you.
Oh, I get it. That's what I'm writing one.
Black pilots. This is great. Tuskegee Airmen, Black pilots. I love Coleman. Agent, I love Black pilots. Like, you don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. Like, it's like they just want it so bad because they know that shit's about to pop because they can't go back to normal. And now they're like, Black pilots, I love Black pilots. And I'm like, why don't you chill? So I'm never going to get hired once this shit cools off. Luckily, my shit's good and I'm not worried about it. So, do y'all know who Brandy Melville is, or are we all old in here?
I'm old.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm like, this joke is not gonna hit. So Brandy Melville is a clothing designer. That's generous. She's a person who sells clothing, and they're like cutesy, and she just got canceled for doing some obvious shit. And this is not gonna hit because it's about how all these jokes are, how all her clothes just look like a butterfly patch ironed onto a long bra, and that's not. I don't care. I don't even fucking care, but I do dress like that. Y'all see these space buns? I was born in the 80s. It's inappropriate. Oh, my favorite thing I saw last week was a woman from South Bend, Indiana, who was on Twitter going off about Black people and shit, talking about there were 6,000 people in buses headed to South Bend, Indiana to take all their shit and to pray for her because she did not know she was going to make it through the night. And I'm not laughing. I was genuinely terrified. Like, police in Indiana put out a police lie. They put out bad information and scared people. She really believed there were 6,000 people. I don't know who's familiar with South Bend, Indiana. That's the place
I went to college there.
I know you do. I know we're all familiar. We all went to, so South Bend, Indiana is, we can blame them for Mayor Pete, is how I'll put it. That's where he emerged from, fully formed. and just sprung onto the national stage. She was the mayor of that small hamlet, and they house Notre Dame University, their only claim to fame. So this lady was on Twitter truly believing that 6,000 people were coming in buses to take the chapel of Notre Dame. I don't know, there's nothing in Indiana worth looting. But she was using this as an excuse to be racist. And for that reason, I'm gonna roast her. So literally, it's all math-based roast though. I'm not a mean person in my heart. I just honestly, so I did some research to kind of see like, how many people does your average bus hold? And turns out it's less than 60. So I'm just wondering like if there's 6,000 people headed to Indiana, which I already like false. Like that's double the population of South Bend right there. We need to stop. Honestly. Also, before I get into this, all the members of Congrats, the original members, went down to South Bend, Indiana for a weekend. I think it was during spring break. So the college students weren't there and the town was fucking empty. There was nobody in the streets. We had entire bars to ourselves. The place is a fucking sham. Okay. Who lives here? You should be glad 6,000 people would come to inject some cash into their economy. But literally, so she's like, 6,000 people are headed to South Bend, Indiana. And I'm like, this bitch is crazy. So I have to follow her and see where this goes. And so it's less than 60 people per bus. So in my head, I'm like, there's not 100 buses right now headed to South Bend, Indiana. Can you imagine a row of 100 buses driving in the Midwest of Indiana right now? Didn't happen. So I'm like, maybe it's either like 100 like regular buses or like 2 huge buses. You see what I'm saying? Like 3 buses, each the size of like a mall. Do you see what I'm saying? Like we're gonna be like maybe like 5 buses the size of like an aircraft carrier. I'm trying to understand like how she thinks 6,000 people are coming to Indiana on a bus, and that shit didn't happen. She deleted her Twitter account because she got flamed by Black Twitter, and I assume she's dead already because she told us to pray for her. Mayor Pete's still under his bed. So I realized that America's turning on celebrities, which I love. Sonya's whole bit at the end was about that. I can't even believe it really is the end times, as Bill would say. America is turning on celebrities. Like because celebrities are like our main export. Like we don't make anything. You know what I mean? Like we don't create any services. All we give is entertainment to the world. And if we turn on celebrities, we got nothing. We're gonna be slaves soon, and I'm not ready. I realize that all my white friends are like shaming each other into activism, and I love that shit. I absolutely love that shit. Like intro white shame is like the best way to get people to be activists, and it's been hilarious to see because it's like I was wondering how to create new allies like without the use of alchemy, which is some anime shit. That's some anime shit for sure. But the way to create new allies turns out to be white to white shaming. And I'm happy to see white on white shame. It's good. Oh, I ate a bunch of ice cream today. I'm just going in a row. I'm going in a row. I ate a bunch of ice cream. I ate Ben & Jerry's for the culture. They put out a beautiful for the culture. They put out a beautiful statement about Black lives, and I'm like, so I got a fuck ton of ice cream and I ate that shit, and it felt great. I don't need abs. I need justice. You feel me? So it's so crazy. The dog loved that joke. I'm a hit with animals. Transcendent. Remember where you heard it first. Dog jokes.
Scooby-Doo was black.
Scooby-Doo was black. Open your third eye, sheeple. Like, you're learning today. You're learning today. Wait, our audience is hilarious. White to white shaming at FetLife. Bitch, you in the house looks good. That's really 99.9% of that traffic. You know what's up. Wow, our audience members are even funnier. This is great. Okay, so I've been watching Charmed. This is the last part, guys. So I love Charmed. Isn't it good? I've been watching the old white Charmed. It's peak like 90s sitcom bullshit. It's 3 witch sisters. They live together. They have sister problems. I'm being lit. I'm done. Sister problems. There's a non-white Charmed. There was a reboot. They might be on like season 3. They're brown or black or both. I didn't watch long enough to find out. but they're not white, and I liked that. So I think they're Hispanic, or one of them is mixed, but I didn't watch. Okay, I'm getting off track. So well, guess the race. This is not problematic. So yeah. I'm watching the old Charmed from the 90s, and it's beautiful. Like their outfits, they dress like Bratz dolls.
Mm-hmm.
Get the fuck out of here. All they do is gossip about men, like Bechdel test who. It's incredible. But every time the sisters on Charmed say a dude is hot, they pan to the dude, and that dude looks like Rob Blagojevich. And I'm like, what is going on here? It's crazy. Like, it's crazy. This is not the first time we brought up Lego people today. And it's because white people, left to their own devices, go Lego pretty hard. I don't know why, but every dude has like that perfect like little hair with like the widest Michael Jordan jeans you've ever seen. Just awful. And they're like, I saw this guy at the party, was so hot. And I'm like, bitch, whose daddy is that? It's horrible. Very medium, the most medium wash jeans. Just so medium. Yeah. Oh, I had one thing that was about, so in New York during protests, like the cops each wear like armbands to identify themselves as undercover cops to each other. But everybody immediately found that out because nobody fucking wears armbands. Like, that's not a thing. Yeah. I'm like wondering, like, how are these fuckers getting different bracelets, matching bracelets every day, and like nurses couldn't get masks and shit. I'm just like, why is it a priority that the cops look like a fucking Long Island boy band, but we can't get PPE for the fucking hospitals? Like, what are they trying to blend in with? Like the past? I can't do this shit. I hate it. And abolish the police. Donate. We're donating to Black Lives Matter Chicago. I love you all. I've been Rebecca O'Neill, and we'll continue to be. Bye.
Hey.
Oh my God. A special shout out real quick. Well, first of all, to Rebecca O'Neill, who I wrote in the comments, I can't light you because that would be silencing a Black voice. And then she's like, oh, I just got lit.
I'm scanning the comments. Yeah.
You go. And a special shout out to Meg, my beautiful podcast co-host, who gave us the $30 that pushed us over the $1,000 because we really didn't think that was gonna happen. And with the 420 thing, Unji said she was gonna match, and she just donated like $100 basically. Unji's baller. She's in a sauna. Give it up for Unji. And Elise, who's been here the whole time with us, I feel like you're too busy to be here, and it's very cool.
I wanted to see you all. Thank you for
love you, Elise.
Love you too.
We got a cue. Oh my God, Meg's mom is here. Meg's mom is loving it. Look, she's so beautiful. She gets it. We were at 1, 2, 3, 4, and now we're at 1, 2, 6, 4.
Oh
man, we did it.
Yeah.
We made a stimulus check. We made a stimulus check. Yo.
I'll sign it, Donald.
Wow.
And now what? How are we doing this twerking? Where's Sonia?
Oh, right. I forgot about that.
Sonia, get that cat. It's got to twerk with us. I do.
And if you're gonna
at one point, this was.
Please tag us.
Oh yeah, you must.
At one point, this was you said it was 1137. Has anyone heard of it? Every result was the angel number. What the fuck is that?
Like some dumb internet shit. I don't know.
We hit the angel number at some point.
Angel number.
All right, Sonia, you got that music ready?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Wait. All right.
Y'all put yourself in gallery view.
Oh
Put
yeah.
yourself in gallery view, and please tag somebody. This is incredible. We were almost not going to do the show, and now we just made a stimulus check.
Please don't tag us in a video of us twerking for money on the internet during a pandemic racist moment. Like, don't do that.
Tag us.
Hey, so we're gonna start Congrats OnlyFans after this.
Some of us need to run for president.
Congrats on your. No, I'm not.
Is that it? Is that twerking?
Should everyone turn off their everyone else turn off their videos so it's just a clean shot of just us twerking?
What? How? It's gonna be a bunch of black squares. It's like
the final cut that we see, it'll just be us. Charlie, you're an editor.
Okay.
Can you see me? I'm on my bed. I can't tell.
Oh wow. I don't even know what my twerk logistics are. Like, how do I?
Yeah, I don't know either, really.
I think that's good. I think I got a good shot. Okay.
Do the track.
Yeah.
Hold on, I didn't think this through, y'all.
This is really absurd that we're doing this.
I've already started.
Y'all edit me a bigger ass if y'all edit.
Wait, we don't even have music yet.
Yeah,
I just voice and sing, and y'all didn't hear it.
I see someone to Photoshop me an ass. I want just more.
Wait. Sonia's trying to tell us about the music.
All right, y'all ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in my bed in my shoes, so I'm as ready as I'm gonna fucking get.
Do it.
We ready to twerk for
Laying on a pile of dirty laundry.
I'm ready to twerk on this lawn chair I brought from Family Dollar.
Nigga, I'm a twerk acapella, nigga. Fuck it.
Is that the Savage remix?
Very slow.
Is this like
Here, tell me
Monk
what's on. I'll
singing?
play it.
It's like music, like.
Oh wait, yeah. Rada should
Tell Rada the song, because.
I was playing lift every voice and sing. That was a joke. Okay, Rod.
Oh my god, I fucking hate you.
Rada, do a Savage.
Wanna fuck with me? And turn this motherfucker up 800 degrees.
Oh yeah.
Just cause she's a treat.
Oh, it's about to start. Yeah.
You're welcome, everybody.
Talk big shit.
Thank you, guys.
Rich, but I'm red shit. Haters kill my
See, I knew you were gonna take a picture.
No, I
Move it so movie.
Look at Angie.
Had them bled to blocking ass.
It looks more like I'm making my ass.
Okay, I'm out of breath. That's all you fuckers get. Wow.
Oh yeah. Okay, Sonya. Okay.
Yes.
Get it. I love it.
How about that wide stance?
I was kind of getting it. I'm shocked.
Wait, how long is the twerk lasting? Do we still
I'm
need to?
done.
I've been
sweating.
singing for at least 45 seconds.
Angie.
I told you, Angie's got big time.
I'm gonna need some time.
Listen.
I'm gonna need some time with this bad boy.
Little bit.
Thank you very much. Thank you guys
We
so much.
love you so much. If you want to turn your videos back on, feel free.
And we can get a pic. We can get a pic. We can get a group pic with all y'all who want to turn your videos on.
I am amazed that.
Shout out to Meg. Let's get some pictures, guys.
I thought with the Zoom bombing we got earlier, we'd have more people.
I know. I thought it was going to be weirder, but it was wonderful.
Yeah. Now we got Zoom cred, y'all.
I can't believe
Those
we finally
donations
got
can
Zumba.
keep coming in.
Somebody's got to take
So
a picture.
last show we
Rada,
did-
You got to come back. Rada, Jan, you got to come back for the picture. If we get, yes.
If you're
yes,
willing,
yes.
go ahead and turn your video on.
And let's get
We
this.
want to get a group shot of our audience. We love our audience here. Congrats.
We love you guys. Thank y'all so much, yo.
Oh, we've hit 2 pages of gallery view. Shit.
Oh
my God.
Thank you guys for donating. I'm so glad we made a stimulus check. We're going to give it to Black
Yes.
Lives in Chicago.
Much appreciated.
Yeah, thank you so much. Levity.
Feel free to share, tag, toss out Sonal's info, whatever the donation info. Last show we did, we had donations coming in like halfway throughout the next day. So we will wait before we send any of these off.
And we'll be here next month. Like literally, if the world is on fire. Oh my God, it literally is.
Yeah, I kind of feel like we should keep doing the show on the internet, even if we can do it in the real world again.
Hilarious.
Oh, that is a good point. I want to thank you, Rada, so much at Virtually Perfect Hosting. She is an incredible. She makes our Zoom shows so tight and so good. If you are doing any sort of Zoom show, get in touch with her. I don't know. Just wanted to say thank you for that.
Thank you to our ride or die, Nick Green.
First time she's had any.
Yeah, Nick, where are you? I didn't see you.
1 hour.
Oh, hey, Nick. I miss roasting you, baby. Thank you to our pastor. I needed to take it to church. I needed some spiritual.
I'll let him know you said thanks.
Okay.
That's
Let
the
us
show,
know.
but we'll hang out for a second if y'all. I'm hanging out anyway. I don't got
I'm
nothing else
about to roll up.
to do.
Yeah, y'all want to hear another song?